This knife is the Nightmare 3 by Work Tough Gear. It belongs to Choir Boys Outdoors, and we very much appreciate them letting us borrow it. And I've had it forever. I need to send it back to him or figure out what I need to do with it. But anyway, I've got a few of his knives, and while I do have them, and we're doing these tests, I want to, he gave me permission to test the knives, see where they were at. I already tested this one. I can't find the hole. I'm not sure where I tested it at. But what we're going to do, we'll lower it down a little bit more. This is a beefy boy. We do have a nice flat right here. So if permitted, that might not be tall enough to clear the scale. There we go, baby. There we go. Okay. That's what we want to see right there, you know. So it's Work Tough Gear, man. We've had, I've never talked to anybody that said that they had awful luck out of a Work Tough Gear. I've never had anything but good luck out of Work Tough Gear knives, you know, and they don't have the highest numbers, man. We see 55, 56, 57, you know, come up, from some of my favorite knives. I think the Famine was a 58, 59, and Sylvanus was a 57, 58, something like that. Not the hardest numbers in the world. Not the, you know, some people will snub their nose at those numbers all day long, but I'm here to tell you that I've never been able to roll an edge, and I've tried. See, that's 54. Now, with that block, I can't guarantee that it's completely accurate. That's just about the best I can do without taking the knife apart. And I can take the knife apart, the handle apart. That's what we'll do. So I'll go ahead and pause the video. We'll take the scales apart, and we'll test it on the bigger table without the block, just to see if there's any difference. We'll test it in a similar spot, but we'll lay it flat on the bigger table. So give me a second, and I'll be back in a shake. Okay, we are back, and I did get the handles removed. Those come apart really easy. First time I've ever actually taken apart a Work Tough Gear, I think. Nice skeletonized handle for weight reduction. Keep that chopping and forward action. I really like this knife, y'all. It's a pleasure to use. Sorry about that. So where do we test it? On this side. So now it'll be laying flat. I did go ahead and clean it off. I know it don't look clean. That's a patina. Okay. Man, I lowered that quite a bit. Sorry about that too. That's what that fast forward button's for. See if the number's any different, you know, versus like checking it on, you know, like when we have to prop it up on something flat to clear the scale versus, you know, just laying it flat on the work table. I would almost assume it is different, you know, because any kind of variable is going to change that number. But it didn't, did it? It's 54. So it's 54 right there in that area. Now, there are a lot of companies that do differential heat treats. Work Tough Gear may be one of those companies. Like the handle might not be as hard as the blade, and the blade offers no flat whatsoever aside from, man, that is a very small area atop that fuller. I've got to approach with tact. Okay, so this will be on the blade atop the fuller. And we'll see where it's at up there. I believe the Asians perfected the differential heat treat. And I don't know about Taiwan, you know, if they use that or not. You know, if they may use ovens and and whatnot, but there are a lot of companies out there that heat treat the edge more so than any other part of the knife. I do that for stability. This is going to be a 55.5. This steel type is SK85, I believe. See if I can find that written on the knife somewhere. Yes. Or S. Wow. I'll have to look it up. I want to say that says S8K5. Maybe that's what it is. I think I've been calling it SK85 for a while. But I'll look it up and find out the exact steel. This is the font's a little illegible. But this is where our initial 2 tests were done. We can see those right there. And atop the fuller right here on that flat, sorry, about right here in that area. Really hard to focus in on those divots, but that's where the test was done. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos, and that's 3 p.m. Central Standard Time every day. We'll catch you on the flip side.